Hi guys, welcome back to Cooking with Kat. Today we're making creamy, red skin, fluffy mashed potatoes. They're my favorite mashed potatoes in the whole wide world. If you want to go outside the box of just regular potatoes and butter, make this recipe. I guarantee you that wherever you take it, whether it is a family dinner or barbecue or work potluck, they're gonna love it. So let's get started. The first thing that you're going to need is red skin potatoes, and of course we're gonna leave the skin on. But if you want, you can definitely take it off and still creamy and fluffy. So I have here a pot filled with cold water. I have salted butter. I have cream cheese, grated Parmesan cheese. I have granulated garlic or garlic powder, whole milk, salt, black pepper, and the tools that you're going to need are a potato masher, a cutting knife, and a wooden spoon or a cooking spoon. All right, the first thing that you're going to do is, before cutting your potatoes, I have washed and scrubbed them really, really well. And if you can see here, things like this, I have taken off some imperfections that are or start to grow in potatoes. So because we're going to leave the skin on, you definitely want to make sure that your skin is nice and clean. Then, wash them. I wash them in cold water and just leave them just like that. So what you're going to do is cut your potatoes. And in order for them to cook evenly, you're going to cut them just like that. So I grab one and cut them in fours. Okay, and as you go, so your potatoes wouldn't brown or anything, you just want to add them in the water that you're going to cook them in, okay? And make sure that that water is cold. So repeat with all of your potatoes, and I'll show you the next step. So I finished cutting all of my potatoes. I put them in the pot that we're going to cook them in. Make sure that you cut them evenly, same size so that they can cook evenly. So before we bring it to a boil, before we even put it in the stove, you want to salt your water. Salt your cooking water. Potatoes need a lot of salt. So what I'm going to do now is put it in the stove, turn on the stove, medium, high heat, bring it to a boil, and then bring it down just a bit. Cook them for about 20-25 minutes or until you can easily poke or stick a fork into it, so until they're fork tender. Okay, so let's get that taken care of, and then we'll talk about the rest. The potatoes have been cooking for about 37 minutes. It depends the size that you cut them or the quantity, but they were fork tender for about 35-37 minutes. Come on and look. So what I did, and it's okay if they've broken apart, it's fine because we're going to mash them up anyway. So in the pot, once they were done, I drained them. I drained all of the water out. I put them back in the pot where they cooked without any water and turned down the heat to low. Okay, so for the rest of what we're gonna do, we're gonna cook it in low heat. So what you're gonna do is grab your butter, okay, and some cream cheese. With your potato masher in hand, you're just going to give them, a head start so that whatever you're adding can just become easier. Okay, so make sure that you keep your heat low. So you're gonna add butter, cream cheese. Okay, let's put that down here, and mash. Okay, and you're going to repeat until all of your potatoes are mashed thoroughly and there are no lumps. Now, if you like your potatoes with lumps, that is completely up to you. I like them really smooth, so therefore I'm going to mash them to a smooth consistency. Okay, so keep doing so until you have all of your butter and cream cheese incorporated to your potatoes. Okay, so that looks about good. I had to get some additional cream cheese and butter. So, just kind of eye it around, see how you like it. When it comes to potatoes or mashed potatoes, I feel like they're really thirsty. That's how I look at them. So just see according to their thirst or their need. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is add our Parmesan cheese or grated Parmesan cheese. Okay, you can be either or you can grate it fresh or just get the store-bought, whatever floats your boat, whatever fits your need. Okay, and you're gonna mash it up, continue mashing it. Remember that we're going to leave all of this on low heat. Okay, now this step is completely, you can omit it if you don't like garlic, but I love the way that granulated garlic or garlic powder gives to the mashed potatoes. And I know that we added salt to our water, but remember that potatoes love salt. Okay, so just test it, you know, taste it according to how you like it. Salt and pepper is to taste. And then I have black pepper. Okay, we're gonna mash this up, and then I'll show you the last step. Now your whole milk, now that the pepper, the salt, and the granulated garlic is all in your mashed potatoes, what you're gonna do with the whole milk that we presented in the beginning is warm it up in the microwave. Now, I'm gonna use my wooden spoon. You can use any spoon that you'd like. This step, of course, like I mentioned, you have to warm it up in the microwave. Now, this is going to determine how what your consistency will be, your creaminess, however you like. So don't pour everything right away because you might overdo it. So just in bits, you're going to stir it up with your wooden spoon until you reach the consistency that you desire, okay? However creamy you want, that's what you're gonna do. So stir it together. It's looking good so far. I'm just going to add a little more. Oh man, it smells incredible. You can smell the cheese, the pepper, the salt, the granulated garlic. You guys are gonna love these potatoes. So I believe I am good to go. What I'm gonna do is serve it up on a plate and give it a taste. Our potatoes are all done. I have plated them up. Oh, it smells incredible, you guys. Look at this. Just put a fresh piece of garlic for presentation, but it's so hot. I can just eat this on its own. It's so, so good. Oh my gosh. Try it, just give it a try. And you are not gonna go back to plain, bland potatoes because this is so good, full of flavor. Everyone, will look at you saying, oh my gosh, you're bringing the mashed potatoes next party because they were bomb, diggity bomb. See you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.